Hi, welcome once again to M5's new English language learning program, Let's Speak English. I'm Gav Duncan, and I'm here on your TV screen to help you learn English. Now, are you sitting comfortably? Yes? Good. And are you ready for today's lesson? Yes? Good. Okay. Well, let's learn English together. Well, hello everyone. I hope you're all well. You are? Great. That's very good. It's always good to hear good news about good people. Okay, well, if everyone's ready, are you all ready? Yes? Good. Everyone's sitting comfortably? Yes? You've all got a cup of coffee or a cup of tea or a glass of something to drink? Yes? Great. Well, what are we waiting for? Okay. Now, what do you remember about our last lesson together? Do you remember what t-shirt I was wearing? You do? Good. But that information is irrelevant. That information is not relevant. When I ask about what you remember, I'm only interested in relevant information. Do you remember what relevant is? That's right. Relevant information is information which is connected to what we're talking about. Say, for example, that I want to buy a second-hand car. If something is second-hand, it means that it's not new. Someone else used it before me. We can use second-hand with lots of things. When I go to a used clothes shop, I'm buying second-hand clothes. If someone has a baby, their friends often give them their children's old baby clothes. These clothes are second-hand. If I want to buy an antique, it's second or third or fourth hand. When I was younger, my family always had second-hand cars. My mum and dad bought their first brand new car when I was 10. It was a Fiat Strada. If we say that something is brand new, it means that it's completely new. Now, when I want to sell my car, I advertise the car. I put an advertisement or an advert or ad in a newspaper or on the internet. I know that people will be interested in information about the car, but they'll be interested in relevant information, not irrelevant information. So, when I write the advert about the car, I only put relevant information in the advert. I tell people about the condition of the car, I tell people about the size of the engine, I tell people about the car's mileage. All of these things are relevant. This is relevant information about the car. The condition of something is another way of saying what state it's in, how it is, what does it look like, does it work? If I never take my car to the garage to have it checked and serviced, then my car will be in bad condition. I can use it, but the car may be dangerous. I might have an accident. If I take my car to the garage to have it serviced and checked regularly, then my car will be in good condition. Everything works like normal. The steering, the brakes, the gearbox, the car is in good condition. It works very well and doesn't need any repairs. Now, all of this information is relevant to people who want to buy the car. But if I put information in the advert like, I play the piano and like cats and love windsurfing, then, well, maybe someone is interested in whether I play the piano, like cats and love windsurfing, but this information is not relevant. It's irrelevant information. This information has got nothing to do with the car. So I'm wasting time and money if I put irrelevant information into the advert. This is an advert to try and sell a car. I should only put information, relevant information, in the advert. Information about the condition of the car, how many kilometers it's traveled, what size the engine is, what condition it's in, if I service the car regularly, things like that. Relevant pieces of information. Okay, now we know that Loretta Swett had an interview at the hotel with the hotel manager, Mr. Williams. We know that she showed him her CV, and we know that her experience and qualifications are relevant to the job. But we still don't know what the job is, do we? Well, let's think about Loretta's qualifications and experience. Do you remember what Loretta's experience and qualifications were? Yes? Good. Last lesson we learned that Loretta used to teach soldiers self-defense. And she's also an expert in alarm and security systems. So, what job do you think Loretta's applying for? Yes, I think you're right. Mr. Williams obviously needs a security manager at his hotel. Mr. Williams would like someone to organize and coordinate security at the hotel. He'd like someone to be in charge of security. Someone who can make the hotel secure for the hotel guests and for the people who work at the hotel. So, Mr. Williams is looking for a security manager, someone who will be in charge of security at the hotel. I think Loretta's got a good chance of getting the job. She's got all the relevant qualifications and she's a black belt in different martial arts. Okay, enough about Loretta for the moment. Let's have a look at something else. Prepositions. Whee! Yes, my friends. It's time for us to take another look at prepositions. I know. I love them and you love them too. They're great, aren't they? Okay, so a quick recap. We know 3 prepositions of time, don't we? Yes, that's right. Many years ago, when the dinosaurs were alive, we learned 3 prepositions of time with Terence the squirrel. Can you remember which prepositions we learned? Good, that's correct. We learned at, on, and in. Great. Now, what other prepositions did we learn? Well, we learned some prepositions of place in Doreen's bedroom. In, on, under, and next to. Then we learned a synonym for next to, beside. Beside was part of the group of 7 new prepositions of place that we learned. The other 6 were between, in front of, and its opposite, behind. Then we learned the preposition of place opposite, and then we learned above and below. Below is like under, but we normally use under if something is covering something else. Now, after the new prepositions of place, we learned some prepositions of movement, didn't we? We learned 3 prepositions of movement: into, out of, and off. Great. Now, hang on to your trousers, because we're going to learn some more prepositions of movement. Ladies and gents, girls and boys, cats, monkeys, anacondas, and octopuses, feast your eyes on these new prepositions of movement. Up, down, under, and over. This is up. And the opposite of up is down. This is down. Now, those 2 were easy. What about under and over? This is under, and this is over. So we can say that we walked up the stairs and then we walked down the stairs. We can say, I broke my leg when I fell down the stairs. We can say that the dog jumped over the cat, and we can say that I walked under a ladder. Gods of English make their own luck, remember? Now, one thing is very interesting. Under. We can use under as a preposition of place. My t-shirt is under my jumper. The cat is under the bed. But we can also use under as a preposition of movement. The mouse ran under the bed. I walked under 3 ladders this morning. When I run to the statue on Gellert Hill, I run up the hill and then I run down the hill. To get to Gellert Hill, I run over Sobotchag Head. When Pishti flies a helicopter, he flies over the city. When Pishti flies a plane, he flies over the city. What ho, people! Hello, hello, it's me again, Enid. And I'm here with some more helpful examples of everyday English. Now, do you recall what I told you yesterday about sports? Now, one tricky area of English is the language of sports. We can use verbs to say what we do. I run every day, or I jog every day. Jogging is slower than running, my dears. We can say that Mike Tyson boxes every day, so we can use the verb to box. With most other sports, we use the verb to play. He plays football twice a week, or she plays volleyball very well. They play badminton every evening. Now, the problem comes when we look at martial arts. What's a martial art? Well, a martial art is a sport where you fight, like kung fu, or judo, or kickboxing, or aikido. With these sports, there is no good verb. We can't say that we play judo, or that we do kung fu, or that she practices karate. They sound daft or stupid. So the best way to tell people about your skill in martial arts is to use the belt system. In martial arts, there are different colored belts. They show how skilled a person is. So, as it sounds daft or stupid to say, I play kung fu, or my sister does judo, the best thing to say in English is I am a belt in judo, or she is a belt in karate. This is a very good way to tell people that you regularly do martial arts. So, when Loretta was in the job interview, that's what she said. She told Mr. Williams that she was a black belt in. She could also say that she's got a black belt in karate or judo or whatever. This is the correct way to tell people that you do martial arts. Tell them what belt you've got. Okay, that's all from me for today. Ta-ta for now. Toodaloo, pip pip, cheery bye. Oh, she's gone. Okay, well, it's time for us to go too. We've run out of time. Well, we didn't get to talk about through, so we'll look at that next lesson. I had fun today. I hope you had fun too. I'm Gav Duncan, and I'll see you next lesson on M5's English speaking program, Let's Speak English. And don't forget, you can also catch up with the other English lessons at www.m5tv.hu. See you later. Bye.